Hello and welcome to this brief Power BI field parameters tutorial. Before we go into things, we'll look at some limitations of this new May 2022 preview feature. AI visuals and QA aren't supported with this feature. There's no way for report users to select none or no fields option. You can't create parameters in live connection data sources such as Power BI datasets. And you can't use implicit measures for now. You'll want to use explicit measures. If you want to look at that in more detail, you can pause the video. So we need to go into File, Options and Settings, and then as it's a preview feature in May 2022 release, we will need to select field parameters and activate them. Click OK, and if you haven't done this before, you'll need to close down Power BI and reopen it for this to come into effect. You'll also know I'm using the old format pane. So how do we create a parameter? Well, we go into the modeling view and we click on new parameters. And from here, there's a few things we need to do. We need to give it a name. So for me, I've just got some mock sales or car sales data. So I'll call it sales parameters. I want to control my visualizations by a few different parameters, and it'll be within the sales sort of format. So I'm going to add in customer, product, and region. It's default that we select add slicer to this page, and what we get is a slicer. You see the formula that we'll edit later. Like DAX, it just gets brought into the formula bar there, and we get a field on the very right with sales parameters. You'll notice if I click on that, nothing happens right away. First of all, I'm going to edit my slicer to horizontal view. And you'll notice now when I bring in that sales parameter into my axis, because I got the value of sales, I want to sort of slice it down by customer, product, and region. It defaults to the first option, but now when I select on an item, I can select a single item to display. So really powerful, and we don't need to use workarounds anymore. So let's look at how we can do this with a table. Now, I've got year values, so I'm actually going to show profit and sales. I'll leave discount for later so that I can show you how to add it manually. So within my parameters here, you'll see again, I get the field on the right, I get the parameters within the formula bar, the code behind it, and then I also get the slicer. So again, I need to pull financial parameters in here. I'll get both the default options, and now we can navigate between them. Now, that's fine, but there is an interesting way to sort of edit the order in the slicer. So you'll notice this 0 and 1 at the end. This just refers to the order, 0 being the first, 1 being the second item, and then 2 and 3 and so on if we had more. So we can actually edit how they're presented, which is quite nice within our slicer, by just rearranging the numbers from 0 in sort of ascending order. Now, if I want to add a new field, I can actually do it directly here. So we saw that we didn't add the discounts earlier. Let's say that I want to do it now. Well, the first thing I need to do is just within double quotation marks, choose the name of that parameter that we'll view within the slicer. And then I can reference the field I want to add within my table. So that's going to be total discounts. And of course, it's going to be the value of 2 because I want it to fall under total sales. And now you'll see I can add this throughout, multi-select, and it works perfectly in visualizations that are graphical, like bar charts, and also in tables. As usual, if you enjoy this content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.